Hey all, so I'm going to show you guys the PC mode for the Atari VCS. I had it running in PC mode right now, and I went ahead and just restarted it, so you'll get to see the whole start of it from when you restart to it booting up and getting into Windows. I set up Windows 10 on mine on my unit, and I haven't activated Windows yet, so you'll see that annoying activate Windows message at the bottom. But I did purchase a license on eBay, and I'm waiting for it to come in. But anyways, this is an unupgraded VCS. So it's got the 8 gigabytes of RAM. I did buy a 5 terabyte hard drive, external USB hard drive, just a regular, not SSD or anything. So this is running on one of these. And I will be upgrading mine with a 1 terabyte M2 drive, but that's really just mostly for the Atari OS and not PC mode. And I also do have a 16 gigabyte memory chip of RAM that I plan on installing and hopefully improve performance issues that I've experienced in PC mode. So out of the box, the 8 gigabytes of RAM that it has is not dedicated just to the CPU. This is for everything because the Atari VCS has an integrated CPU and GPU, so it doesn't have dedicated RAM for the video because it doesn't have a video card. It's all running off of that 8 gigabytes of RAM. So in what I'm going to show you guys today is it running Steam. I'm going to show you the benchmark test from Grand Theft Auto 4, and I'll jump into Skyrim and play a little bit of that. I have tried running Skyrim Special Edition. I can't get it to run. It will load and it will let me, continue a game. And as it's loading, it just shuts off and goes back to Windows. GTA 5 is kind of the same experience. I click start game and it goes into like the loading screen of GTA 5. And then it just boots out or shuts off and boots into Windows. So I unfortunately am not able to show you guys the those two games, which are two of my favorites, Skyrim probably being one of my top favorite games. There you go. So you can see that's it booting. I'll go ahead and start Steam. And I'm just showing this because there hasn't been too much of PC mode exposed. Like I said, I'm running Windows 10. I created an image of it from my existing PC, and I put it on that 5 terabyte hard drive and followed the instructions from Atari on how to do it. It was really simple. Just follow their step-by-step instructions, and you can get it going pretty easily. A lot of people like Linux. I've never used Linux, so I thought I'm going to stick with an operating system that I know and understand, which is Windows. Again, it's 8 gigabytes, and it's dedicated to both system and video. So it is a little bit slow, kind of what I was expecting. It's a mini PC. It's not pretending to be a powerhouse. Some people are expecting that. I understood that what I was getting was essentially a mini PC, and it is a little bit slow, but that's why I am upgrading it with a 16 gigabyte chip of RAM. Because it has two 4 gigabyte chips, I'm gonna pull one out, and I am going to slide in 116, and I'll have 20 gigabytes. If I still feel that is not enough, then I will go ahead and buy another 16 gigabyte chip and have 32. You can see it's still loading. again. Maybe it didn't register. I thought it did. It said it was doing something. There we go. So connecting my Steam. So first I'll show you the GTA 4 benchmarks. I've tested it in a few of the graphic settings, and most people will say that 30 frames per second is like the minimum you would want to play a game in, the minimum that one would deem it as acceptable. I'm okay with playing at a lower frame rate, but the only way, and I'll show you, the only way I was able to achieve a lower frame rate was or an acceptable 30 frames per second frame rate was to set it to the lowest settings possible. There we go. So that took a while, but it is what it is. Okay, so go to library. I haven't installed or haven't downloaded all of my Steam library, so it's lagging. There it is. Okay, Grand Theft Auto 4. And the settings I have on my monitor, I'm just running it at 1080. So not 4K, not super high def, just regular 1080p. So I launched. It's connecting to Rockstar Game Services. Hopefully that's not too loud. We'll see. There's a lot of loading. I probably shouldn't have fired it up, but I wanted to show you guys like from restart to how long it takes to boot up. Again, it is slow. It's not, anywhere comparable to my PC. I mean, the graphics card I have in my PC is a GTX 1660 Super that has 6 gigabytes of RAM dedicated. That is almost equivalent to all of the RAM in the VCS. So, my regular PC loads Grand Theft Auto 4 like that. So, again, this is, and I'm being completely honest. I'm not trying to sugarcoat. I know this is slow, but I still really enjoy having the Atari and having the option of being able to run an operating system off of it, and being able to, do what I want with my machine. It's cool that Atari gave the backers and anybody who purchases it that ability to run an operating system and basically make the machine your own and do whatever it is you want to do with it. So I'm going to do the benchmark straight from options here. So go to graphics. So again, I have the video mode set to just 1080 aspect ratio auto, and keep it all at low settings. The anisotropic, I'm actually going to drop this to 4. The viewing distance, I lowered it all down to 10. It can go lower than that. So you can see here the resource usage is saying it's 272 megabytes out of, I don't know why it does 2048, but that's essentially 2 gigabytes. I guess that's the maximum setting requirement, which that doesn't make sense to me because VCS should be able to run it at full, but it does not need to. So anyways, benchmark, here we go. And for those who haven't seen the benchmark, it basically just does this little demo of a guy in a gunfight on one of the Faggios, which is a little motorized Vespa scooter in the game. and shooting at other people. So again, this is low settings. I'm okay with this being played at low settings. Like, the game is about having fun and gameplay. Sure, graphics are an important part of it, but as you can see, it's gonna you'll still be able to have fun if you like GTA 4. A lot of loading time. It is what it is. But it's going to start any second now. I promise. I tested this beforehand, so I think the next benchmark I show you guys will be a little bit quicker. There you have it. That's the whole test. You can see we got 32.4 CPU usage, half of it. System memory usage, it scrolls down, but that's where you get this scroll wheel. CPU usage 53, system memory usage 63, video memory usage 8, which it's together essentially. Video quality mode all low. Entropic times 4, and then viewing detailed distance set to 10 shows you that it's running a Radeon Vega 3 graphics, and it has a Ryzen embedded R1606G with embedded Radeon Vega graphics, running Windows 10, and there you go. So that's that. So now what I'll do is we'll just go to the opposite end. I'll jack it up to, like, not ultra, but I'll jack it up to high. And I apologize if this isn't child friendly. The intro scene, for those who have never seen Grand Theft Auto 4, is a little weird, I guess you should say. Yeah, I started a new game but never actually started playing it, so it always just jumps straight into the intro of Grand Theft Auto 4. So I'm going to stop it just a second once it allows me to. Again, it's kind of weird. Sorry for any kids that are watching. Not appropriate for minors. Okay, so we'll go back into the graphics option. We'll go back to benchmark. But yeah, I'll throw this into high, and we'll pump this up to, like, we'll do, screw it, we'll do 80. There we go. Okay, so now before the resource was at like 200, it's almost quadrupled to 915. And we'll do benchmark, and yes. So since the game's already loaded, I think it'll go faster into the benchmark. And you'll notice a considerable loss of frame rate. But, you know, I mean, people say 30, that's the minimum. You could get away with 20, in my opinion. But you can notice that the frame rate is, you know, it's a little bit more stuttery. but again, for me, acceptable. And graphics, I mean, it's a little bit better, but a jump from, you know, so yeah, you can see. Well, actually, no, this did a lot better than I was expecting it to be. 27.68 frame rate. Go back up. CPU usage was about the same. System memory usage about the same. Video memory went up, doubled. And then again, high on everything, and then set to 80 for everything else. So we'll get out of there. And then I think it'll bring me right back to the game I was in, or it might start over back to the intro. I can't remember what it will do. So I consider that to be acceptable gameplay. Anyway, once it finishes loading and gets back to the game, nope, it's restarting. So it's going back to the very same weird intro that I had with everybody about earlier. Oh, I guess I could have hit enter and not have had everybody watch that previously. So we'll go ahead and jump out of this. Alright, so that's Grand Theft Auto 4. Like I said, Grand Theft Auto 5, I could not get it to start. And then let's go ahead and jump into Skyrim, the regular version. Again, one of my favorite games of all time. This is, for those who've never played Skyrim, I recommend it. It's on pretty much every system. We'll go ahead, again, set this to high. Okay, high quality. Play. Again, I started a very new game, so when I jump in and show you guys, it's going to be in the very beginning. Like, I started a magic user, so it's like I'm still level 1. I haven't done anything in the game except for the intro scene, which I got past, so I'll say continue. So again, high settings. I'm trying to hang off to the side so you guys can actually see the screen. So yeah, so I mean, here's Skyrim, and you can tell it is a little bit choppy, but if you just stop and like watch, frame rate's fine, it's fluid, you know. Got some gold, sweet. Let's go ahead and take some coinage, potion of healing. And I haven't messed with the like the mouse sensitivity settings or anything like that, so it's definitely it definitely could be adjusted. But you know, I just wanted to show you guys like this is what it looks like in just high settings, and it runs decent. You know, I don't, if there is a benchmark test, I don't know how to do it in Skyrim. I haven't really tried to do that, so see if I can find someone to fight. Okay, oh, here's some probably spiders. There we go. Yeah, oh, alright, excuse me. That's me, dude. Come on. Chill out. carry. So turn back over here. Oh, yeah, this is where we were before. I don't know if I should be following this guy or not. But anyways, here, here's an example of Skyrim. One of my favorite games. Oh, come on, let's fight the bear. Probably gonna kill me. Oh, never mind. There you go. Sweet. So yeah, there is Skyrim for you guys. Go ahead and quit out of this, and we'll go back to the desktop. And I guess the one final, since we are playing on the Atari VCS, and the majority of us who backed it are old school retro gamers. We like our old retro games, so we do have here RetroArch. Come on, sorry, I'm still learning how to control it with just the keyboard. Come on, there we go. So I enjoy me some old school games. So let's go into some, let's do some Nintendo. Just NES. Nope. Come on. One of my favorite games that I would love a redo of this one is couldn't remember how to play it. There we go. And I guess we could do full screen if we wanted. But it's super pixely, but hey, that was how we did it back in the day. So anyways, there you have it. That's PC mode for you. That was my demo. I hope it wasn't too long, guys. But yeah, that's Atari VCS PC mode. Hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. Check out my other Atari VCS content, or my other old videos, which was mostly just me documenting my tattoo and my modification progress. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you later.